I'm going to film my full-length album, Madonna CDs, plus remixes and imports. So I'm going to start off with the newest thing, but the two newest releases I've put with those albums. So you'll see those as they come up instead of being on here right now. So this was one of the newest releases besides ROL and Bedtime Stories. So this was a Christmas, I can't remember if it was a Christmas gift or, I'm thinking it was, from Rhiannon. Yeah, she sent this to me 3 years ago. I have it on my phone, so it has multiple remixes from all of her albums that were released at the time, but they're like, I don't know if a lot of them were like 7-inch mixes and stuff like that. So it was like her 50 number ones. And I remember opening it on my channel 3 years ago. I'm not going to open up all my cases and whatever, but yeah. This one is 50 number ones, Finally Enough Love. So that's what I'm starting off with, because this is the newest besides, like I just mentioned. So those two releases are going to be with their albums that I'm going to be showing in the video. So let's move on to Madame X. The box set of Madame X. My friend Bernard from Germany ordered this from me from his country because I wasn't sure if the United States of America was going to get this, the USA. So this does have a vinyl in it, but also a cassette and a CD. So it has a 7-inch picture disc of I Rise. This is side B. The CDs are in here. There's 2 CDs. So there's one right here and one in the back. And I've done an unboxing of this originally. So this has a poster and stickers or tattoos. I'm not sure which it is. And this is the cassette tape. But yeah, if you want to see like a full unboxing of this, I made it when I got this in the mail. Okay, so that's the box set. Let me grab the other. Yeah, hang on a second. This is all the like CD stuff I have for Madame X. Of course, Rhiannon sent me some postcards from this era, so I'll share those in a minute. I got this Crave promo, Madonna and Sway Lee. So yeah, it's like a bunch of remixes. And I thought this was like a promo, but maybe this was how they released the remixes from Interscope. So I remember buying this and sharing this here on this channel when I got it. And here's the last CD that I own. I picked this up at Target, and if you were around when I was doing videos, you saw me at Target when I picked this up. I was in my car. So there it is. Okay, and for the postcards, Maluma and Madonna from the music video. Remember they filmed I Rise lyric video, I think, with her dancing in the back, wearing this, which was taken for the album cover. I know there was 2 different covers for the album. The other one was this one. And then this one here. I have the vinyl of this in the basement. There's the CD one. there's the last postcard. Now for the Rebel Heart era. I think this was the standard edition. This is where I started my YouTube channel, was picking up all 3 versions of Rebel Heart. And I think that's one of my most viewed videos on my channel. But that's where I started it. I did start with an introduction video saying I was joining the Madonna community. Okay, and here is the 2 CD set. I don't plan on opening up every single version of my CDs, so this one is one I purchased from Taiwan. Okay, this one is the one I got from Australia, and it's still sealed. I remember telling everybody in a past video that I was never going to open this because I already have the USA version, and also the Taiwan version is open on the inside, so at least I think it is from what I can recall. So okay, and I have an open version of this one. It's all beat up because it was open and I used to drag it in my car because I had a CD player in the car. This one I left sealed. I found it really cheap, used at one of my record stores, so I picked it up. Okay, so this is the Rebel Heart concert audio. And then I believe this is the Blu-ray and DVD. Now I do have a bunch of bootleg Madonna Rebel Heart concerts and other bootleg Madonna video compilations. Those DVDs are all in my basement somewhere, so I'm going to have to do those in another video. So yeah, there's the audio CD with the Blu-ray. So I think this one is like full version because there's 2 discs, where this one just has 1 CD and 1 Blu-ray. Okay, this is a party edition CD. If you guys remember me buying these, yes, I still have them. And then these are just fan-made CDs that I got. These are demos, and I think I have several different discs, but this is the only one I can find right now. And this is another one that one of my subscribers sent to me that they had made of Devil Pray, and it's remixes of that. Pretty good remixes. So yeah, I don't know where the other discs are for these demos, but if I can find them, I'll share them sometime. But this is the only one I could find so far. So, all right, now I'm getting down to the last of the last when it comes to Rebel Heart. Gotta grab the discs. Okay, here they are. Okay, so one of my subscribers sent this to me. I still have it sealed in the plastic. I don't plan to open it because I have this version right here. So this only had 2 versions of the song on there, which is the original and the Offer Neeson Living for Drama remix. So, and I believe this one here has multiple mixes on it. It does. And this one I got at Borderline Music. This one was sent to me from a subscriber. If I remember correctly, I believe it was. And this one I got at Borderline Music when I was in Chicago. When I was in Chicago to see Madonna on Rebel Heart Tour. And sadly, that store's closed down. Someone told me it closed down in 2017. So, because he was in Chicago, and then he moved to Los Angeles, and then I guess he closed up again. So, Rebel Heart era. All right here. Next up is my MDNA CD collection. Starting off with this standard version that I believe is a clean version because there's no parental advisory on it. I think I got this. I got this for free from the official Madonna website when I bought pre-sale tickets to see her in Kansas City. And so that was in 2012. And I've left it sealed because I got it for free. Okay, and I have several versions. I think this is a clean version. This is the non-clean. This is the parental advisory. Two-disc set. So the clean version. And another one, I think this was my mom's. One of these was my mom's and one was mine. So I inherited her collection when she passed away. So that was hers. Then this is the concert live on CD. And I remember people at the time, they didn't like this. I don't remember how it sounded. I don't think I may have cared for it either. Because I think it's the audience sound in it, I think. So, but anyways, I have the DVD and Blu-ray, I think, that looks just like this cover right here. First time I seen her live in concert, in person. No, I'd seen her live before, but that was on, like, HBO back in the 90s. You know, I seen all of her concerts on HBO, from Blonde Ambition to Girly Show. So, okay. Give Me All Your Lovin'. This, I believe I purchased at Borderline Music. Same with this one. And then a subscriber sent me this one, which I've kept sealed. Comes as like an import CD, so I'm not sure where it comes from. And I can't really see unless I had some kind of like magnifying glass to read the tiny texts on these. So that is my MDNA collection on CD. As you can tell from this video that I am starting with the newest and heading back in time. So, Celebration, okay? So, here's the standard release of Celebration, which is 1 disc. The 2-disc set version. I like the color of this one a lot. I was trying to remember what this image was from. I thought at one time it looked like her from the 1990s, but I believe this is 1987. There's the poster that folds out right here. Okay. Import remixes of Celebration. Includes remixes by Oakenfold, Benny Benassi, which has done remixes for BTS and a song, I think, for BTS, actually. And Johnny Vicious. I like the artwork on this one. Or she was at a party. I think at the end of Sticky and Sweet Tour. The USA version of Celebration remixes. Oh, wait, it's upside down, but yeah, things rotate when you're moving them around. So, and I got 2 versions of Revolver because I think I got one and someone sent me one. So I have 2 versions of it. So I think that's what happened, not unless... I can't remember if someone sent me one or if I found another copy. I can't really remember. It's been so long. So long ago that I did the videos. So this one I believe had a hole punched in the back on the barcode right there. So anyways, I don't know if someone sent this or I bought it. I really can't remember. But anyways, I have 2 versions. So that is the Celebration Greatest Hits compilation. She's released, I believe, 4 or 5 compilation CDs, starting with Immaculate Collection, GHV2, Celebration, and now the 50 number ones, Finally Enough Love. So I don't know if that's okay. 4 greatest hits compilations. So yeah, anyway, there it is, the collection on CD, Celebration. Time for Hard Candy. I remember finding this one that has the hype sticker on the front of it, and I was quite happy to find this version. It also has the hole punch, so it looks like a record store did that to discount the album, but still it has this on here, so that's what mattered. And then I have the Japanese release right here. It has the bonus track, Ring My Bell. "4 Minutes" with Justin Timberlake. Maxi single, compact disc. Give It To Me. That has a hole punch too. I think someone sent this to me. Not unless it was the vinyl that was sent to me from one of my subscribers. I may have bought this one myself. I just can't remember. I think the vinyl was a gift or something. And here is A Miles Away. So there we go. That is the Hard Candy collection on CD. Confessions on a Dance Floor CD. This is the live concert. I don't remember. I think there's a CD with it as well. Yep, there's the CD. So that's the DVD here. And the CD. I have it sealed in plastic because I think there's another version I have open somewhere. probably in a tub in the basement, storage tub. Okay, now the maxi singles, there's Hung Up. There's Sorry. Hole Punch right there. So I got another one of those. Get Together. I probably don't have these in order. I really don't care. I just, dug them out of the back room in the CD tower. This one's sealed. So, Jump. So there is my Confessions collection on CD. I wanted to include this with the Confessions on the Dance Floor. This is the Gold Edition Remixed and Revisited from Madonna's Empire on Facebook. Je suis désolé, lo siento, ik ben droevig, sono spinagente. She said spinagente, no, unless it's sono spinagente. I'm not sure. And pardonome from I'm Sorry. I'm going to tell you a secret. I think this is a CD and DVD. So that was her on the Reinvention tour. Two copies. One was my mother's. Okay. And then it is the remixed and revisited. And this was kind of like a promo single for this with Missy Elliott. Get Into the Hollywood Groove, I think it was. Or Into the Hollywood Groove. Yep. In Hollywood. So this was some PR for Remixed and Revisited and American Life and the Hollywood single. I remember the commercial for this. Wearing their Gap jeans. Missy and Madonna. And then here is Remixed and Revisited. I liked a lot of the remixes on this, actually. And then it has her live, I think, with Brittany and Christina and Missy Elliott with, what song was it that they did? It's right there. The Like a Virgin Hollywood medley. Yep. 2003 MTV VMA performance. Right here. Okay, so that is the Remixed and Revisited. And I'm going to tell you a secret. Reinvention Tour documentary. The American Life era. Not one of her most popular and received eras because of 9/11. And her music at the time was underappreciated for this, for the way it sounded. But the title track was very controversial. Okay, this is the one I bought years ago, and it's missing all the stuff in it. I think it just has some stamps and whatever in it. And then this is the other version I got that has everything in it. For some reason there's like sticker residue. I don't know if it's on the actual box or if it's on the plastic. I don't know, but this has everything in it. That's why it's sealed up. Okay, the USA maxi single of American Life. This is, I think there was 2 different UK releases of this one. I think there might have been a red colored one and then this blue one, but I got this one. Not unless this is Australian, because it looks like that's the warning issues that they put on the Australian releases. And it's sealed. So this is the first time I'd see an Australian CD in like a German, UK, European kind of case. So I don't know. But there you go. That's it. Still sealed up, unopened. Then I have Hollywood import. The USA maxi single CD. And Love Profusion. I think there was I don't know how many, I think there was different versions available of this import in this kind of case. But this is the one that I got. It says 2 CD, CD2 or something. So there's a CD1, this is CD2. Features bonus tracks right there. And what does it say? It's made in Australia. Yep, so Australia did start making these CDs that are like the European, UK import CDs. Interesting. Okay, because they used to be in cases like this, like in the 90s from Australia. Maxi single. So here's Love Profusion, the USA release. And I still have it sealed. That's how I bought it. I never opened it. So here is my American Life CD collection. I wanted to include this American Life Gold Edition from Madonna's Empire on Facebook. So this is another one I had purchased at the time from the admin of the group. And again, the CDs are on a black disc. This ties in with the American Life album. This is everything you'd want to collect, music-wise, for Madonna during the American Life era. Heading towards the music era, this was released after the music album, GHB2. Okay, I have 3 versions of it right here. So this one was sent by a subscriber from Brazil. He sent me 3 Madonna CDs from his country. So this is one of them. And if you look at the website information and at the end of it, you can see BR at the end of both. That stands for Brazil. So, yes, I still have all those CDs from that subscriber. So that's one of them. This is the gold stamped promo version that I found with my mom when I was shopping with her in another city. So not only did it have the gold stamp, it also had the hype sticker, which, you know, I didn't keep on my version. I remember in this album, this particular collection of hits, wasn't very popular because they were edited down versions of songs. But there we go, my GHV2 CD collection. I did have one that was like a book, but I don't know where it went to. So this is my collection of GHV2 on CD. Music makes the people come together, yeah. So that is this era right here. The CD is missing. Okay, and here is the Japanese version of music. I'm sure it has, yes, it has the bonus track, Cyber-Raga, which was on the American USA version maxi single of music. Or it may, no, wait. I think it was on the single of music, which looked like this right here, where my finger is. Right there. It was on that. But the remixes also had the same cover, but the single was in a jewel case, and it had Cyber-Raga on it. So, yeah, okay. If I want to open this one up, I'll open it up so I can share the CD inside. Now for the remix CDs, the maxi singles. This one's from the USA. Don't Tell Me. This is the USA maxi single CD. See another one with a hole punch in it. Looks like a lot of record stores did that to CDs to liquidate and get them moved out of their stores. Okay, here is the import CD. So this is one of the versions right here. And there's the other one. And then the USA maxi single of What It Feels Like for a Girl. Okay, so if I can get all this together where you can see everything. So here is the Music Era CD Collection. This magazine ties into the music era. It is a reference for you to collect from that era. So it has everything in it that you'd want to collect from the music era. So this ties in with that album. Now that we're heading towards the Ray of Light era, great remixes. Like, I love all of Madonna's official remix maxi singles. They're awesome. I listen to this all the time in my CD player in my car. I remember the music video and watching that over and over and over and over. Same with Beautiful Stranger. This was to the Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me movie. I think it would have been cool if she starred as the interest of Austin Powers in the movie. I think that would have been real fun to see. great remixes right here, even though it was only like, I think 2 versions and the LP version. Good remixes though. The Calderon. I know that this is not one of her full-length albums, but I'm going to share these anyway because she has some songs on the soundtrack for The Next Best Thing. So this is after the Ray of Light album. So this was 1999. And here's all of the singles that I have of American Pie. So you can see the import ones here. And then this one, I was thinking this was one from the United States. I'm trying to see, but I don't know for sure if this was Canadian or if this is US. I can't remember really. So, yeah, here is all of the American Pie import singles right here. And then the soundtrack. I like the songs that she released on here. Time Stood Still is one of my favorites. All right, coming up next is Ray of Light. My Ray of Light collection on CD. This is just out because I had this loose and not with the other ones that I have. So this is the full-length cassette tape with the hype sticker on it. And you can see I still have it sealed because I do not have a cassette player. But this was awesome to have this in my collection because Ray of Light is one of her groundbreaking experimental albums besides American Life and Madam X. Later, you know, that's like the newest like experimental album was Madam X. So, okay, this ties in with Ray of Light, everything you'd want to collect, LPs, CDs, cassette singles, all right here, Ray of Light. That's the back side of it, so I'll set that back there. All right, and this is one of the newer releases that has recently came out, which I've shared with you previously. I will, take it out of the wrapper along with the Bedtime Stories. Along with the Bedtime Stories one that I got. Okay, I hear you. Okay. Yes, I hear you. All right, you want to be on film? You're on film now. Yeah, you like that? You like being on film? Yeah, okay. When I get the missing piece to my tripod to connect my iPhone to it, I will take this out of the wrapper along with the Bedtime Story CD that was newly released, the remasters. So, Veronica Electronica. It's awesome that it came out after all these years. But I wish she would have put a bunch of demos on it, really. But we did get Gone, 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 the original version demo. So, yeah. I talked about this when it released because I have it on my phone digitally. So, I'll set that to the side. This is another one of those Brazilian CDs that I got from a subscriber. So, you've seen the previous one before, and which was GHV2. So, this one is Ray of Light, which is also from Brazil. And I don't know if I can zoom in where you can see where it says it's from Brazil, but I think it's on the website things on here, which I'll zoom in right here. So hopefully you can see where it says BR at the end of WarnerMusic.com, BR, and under WarnerMusicStore.com, BR. So that's Brazil. So yeah, there it is. I have it sealed up. The CD is inside the case. So yeah, Brazilian Ray of Light. Okay, this is the Japanese Ray of Light. This had a bonus track, I believe, on it. I can't remember what it was. I think it Has to Be is the bonus track on the Japanese version. Has to Be. Yep. So there's the Japanese version. And then just the standard USA releases. I think one belonged to my mom, but I have like multiples. You can see how many multiples I have. And then this is a copied one that I made from the demos, Ray of Light demos. Right there it says it, Ray of Light, the demos. I thought it said it on here on the front of this, but it doesn't. So here's the back of it. So as you can see, the demos are all right here, which would have been cool to see these on this. So, but we only got Gone, Gone, Gone on Veronica Electronica. I guess it's not like a demos thing. Veronica Electronica is a remix CD. That's what it was supposed to be originally anyway. But, you know, maybe she should release a demos Ray of Light album, you know. This was the original cover for it, but I liked this one better. So I used that one and just put this one inside. And then I just put that where it says the demos right there as well on there. And I copied that off the internet some time ago. So, and then all these versions. Same version, same album. So that is the Ray of Light full-length album collection. And next I'm going to be sharing the remixes from this era. Okay, so the only American releases I have on maxi single for the Ray of Light era is Frozen and Nothing Really Matters. I thought that I had the USA Ray of Light one, but I really can't remember. I'm going to have to go back and look at some of my Ray of Light era specific older videos to see if I had those or not. Because if I do, then they're somewhere in a box in my basement, I'd have to say. This one is still sealed up, so I never opened it. I always liked this very first single, and you know, this album was so awesome because of she went, you know, from the Bedtime Stories album, which I'll discuss in the next video, and then I'll discuss a little bit further about it with this one when I talk about and share the Bedtime Stories album. So, okay, the imports are right here. So here's Frozen. Ray of Light. Power of Goodbye and Little Star. This one's still sealed up. It's in plastic. I don't know if it was like, I think it looks like it had been resealed or something, but a subscriber sent this one to me, and I left it sealed. Okay, here is Nothing Really Matters. And Drowned World, Substitute for Love. Okay, so those are all the imports. and what I had from the USA releases. I'm gonna go through my Evita movie CD collection. So this one is from the USA. I remember getting this way before the movie released, and just I played it in my mom's car when I did the paper route daily, and got to know all the songs from the film before I even went to see the movie. So I knew everything, every song, before I seen the movie. This had a nice photo book in it, I think, from the movie. If I can get it loose. I miss having my tripod. I forgot how hard it is to do with one hand, to look through anything. The Peruns. The people of Argentina. Requiem for Evita. And that is the book. Had nice pictures in it. Okay, so yeah. The US release. Japanese. I think this is just selections of songs. It's not the whole album like this one up here. So this just has a collection of songs from the movie. The single, the single of You Must Love Me. The USA maxi single of Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. Okay, this one is an import. Now, I don't know if this is European, German, I can't remember exactly, but it is imported from somewhere like that. So there's that, and then another suitcase and another haul. Limited edition CD with 3 film postcards. Yeah, and the postcards are in here. There's 3. That's the 3rd one right there. So that is my Evita CD collection. Now for something to remember, the Ballad collection. This was the first release that I picked up. It looked like this. It was clear, no back insert, and then later on they started pressing it with an insert on the back. So I think the barcode was on the CD of this one. So I'm not sure why they did it that way, and then they re-released it like this. And I think there was another version that had a different back to it. I really can't remember. Yeah, that one was that color. This one was white. This one had the like goldish yellow and white like flowers or something. Same with that one. And then you'll see maxi single that also has the Spanish version of it. I think it was called Bedtime. I'm pretty sure it's on here. Yeah, there it is. It's just called Spanish version. That was the only way you could get that version of it. It was on this. Okay, and then this one came with a calendar, but I lost the calendar stuff to it a long time ago. So you can see a 1996 calendar. And it was these little pictures that made up the calendar. And one more chance. So there is the Something to Remember CD collection. The Bedtime Stories era. This collection here for Bedtime Stories of everything you want to collect, the LPs, CDs, cassette singles, right here. And all right here, we're going to start with the full-length album. So this and this is what I got from Rhiannon just now, newly released. This is the newest release that Madonna's put out right now before she releases Confessions on a Dance Floor Part 2. So again, I'll open this and Veronica Electronica and this when I get the piece from my tripod so I can put my phone in it. So anyways, yeah. So here this is again. So yeah, I look forward to listening to this with the demos and stuff on there and remixes. And then here are the full-length albums. This is how they released it first. And then this is the second pressing. Now I remember the official Madonna fan club saying that this was an error in pressing and that this CD would become rare because instead of being upright, they said it was supposed to have been pressed this way. So, putting them side by side here. As you can see with the re-release, they pressed it this way, which was supposed to be the rare CD. So they did it again with this. So, does that make this not rare anymore? I don't know. There's the CD. And the CD again. Okay, now we'll move on to the maxi singles from this era. Okay, so with the single of Secret right here, starting off with that, and from my old video from a long time ago, this has gotten chipped, probably because we moved, you know, and we put stuff in boxes. So there it is. This was to a, I don't know if it was from Europe or the UK, but I lost the case to it. And then the actual CD single is in here. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to do with one hand. There it is. See, okay. So, secret single with the remixes from an imported CD with it. And then two versions of Secret. The remixes from the US. If you're hearing coughing, that's my husband. He's sick. He's in the bedroom. We're both still sick and congested, and then he got like a stomach virus on top of it. The single of Take a Bow. CD single. So let's see if I can get it loose. So there it is. Okay, so I have two regular CD singles, which are kind of rare for me to have in my collection. So I mostly just got like the maxi singles is what I would get. I wouldn't bother with the singles most of the time. They stopped releasing singles really and just did these most of the time. So yeah, these are all the US remix CDs. So there's Take a Bow. The other one that's sealed. So this one has a white case, and this one's black. Okay. The radio promo CD, Take a Bow, that the local radio station used. Bedtime Story, the US maxi single. And Human Nature. And then this one was given to me by a subscriber. It says parental advisory. So this may be the Australian one. So that is my remix CDs from Bedtime Story era. Bedtime Stories. The song was called Bedtime Stories, so sometimes I always mix the two titles up there. So that's it for that era. Moving on. I wanted to go ahead and include this with my Bedtime Stories collection. It's not official. It's from the Facebook group Madonna's Empire. I bought this from the admin of the group. All the CDs that are from Madonna's Empire look like this on the back. So they're all black, which I think is really cool. My remix maxi single CDs for the single I'll Remember, which Madonna recorded and made a video, music video for her director friend Alec Kashishian, which directed her in her documentary, which was groundbreaking, never been seen or done before until then, Truth or Dare. So this was after that. She filmed the music video and recorded this single for him. This has William Orbit remixes. So before she worked with Orbit on Ray of Light, he remixed Justify My Love and I'll Remember. Okay, this is my original version of the CD. This got damaged because I had a boyfriend at the time in the early 2000s that got pissed at me over something. He threw out down all my Madonna CDs, jumped off the bed on top of them, and tore up a majority of my, you know, remix CDs. So this was one of them. That's why it has a big old crack in the paper and the print there, because this is one of them he damaged the artwork for, but the CD survived. And then this is another version that I got of it that looks a little bit cleaner and better than my original that I've had since I was a teen. So there it is. All right, yep. This was released before Madonna put out Bedtime Stories, the album. So this was after Erotica. So let's move on to the next era. Erotica era. Here is the catalog for everything you want to collect for LPs, CDs, and cassette singles. Alright, so full-length album is what I'm going through first, from official to non-official stuff, and then I'll go into singles, remixes next. So here is the parental advisory explicit version with, I think it had Did You Do It or something on there, which I didn't really care for that song. I listen to it from time to time. Just two guys rapping about having Madonna. So, anyways, yeah. That's what made that parental advisory explicit lyrics. Maybe the Erotica song, maybe. I don't know. I think there was a clean version, so I don't know if it had the Oz in it or not. But anyways, that's the original there. And then this one, I just took off this and made it clear because I thought all white looks cool. So I did that with this version. Here's the clean version. Okay, now that's the end of the official full-length album on CD. Now I'm going to get into the unofficial stuff. This I bought from Dracus from Madonna's Empire on Facebook. It's the gold edition of Erotica. So yeah, I can't censor. I should have censored, but yeah. So you can see the songs that are on this version. Okay. Okay, this is the 20th anniversary party edition. This was from a label called Martigen. I don't know if they're still around because I haven't bought anything from them in a long time. So they could be still releasing things, I don't know. It cost me a lot of money for this stuff too. It wasn't cheap. Okay, so you see the back of that. My budgie is talking in the background. Okay, so we've seen the party edition. This is the demos. Madonna Erotica, the demo tapes edition by Martigen. hopefully you got a good look at that one. And then there's the second disc. Has some sex book photos. Well, even the official album has a picture from the sex book, which was this one here, which was from, you know, this pose here with her eyes closed. Okay. And then this was gifted to me from one of the, I think he's an admin in Madonna's Empire, Tommy. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Spine. And here's his note to me. So, yep, I kept his note, so he made this for me. Okay, so that is everything when it comes to like the full-length album. So, official release, and then all these releases here, like this is demos, these are remixes. This one's the party edition remixes. This one is the gold edition with extended versions and unreleased songs. Okay, so now moving on to the remix CDs from this era. Starting off with the US maxi single of Erotica. And the import. The Japanese remixes. Okay, this is the US maxi single for Deeper and Deeper. So, mine never had the sticker on them, but there's some that had the sticker with the labels of the track listing. But mine never had it. Okay, this is an Australian remix CD EP of Deeper and Deeper. It has the Japanese writing on it, but this is Australian, not Japanese. They just like recopied the Japanese pressings. Okay. Bad Girl. It had remixes of Fever on it, and an extended version of Bad Girl. The Bad Girl edit is at the top, and then the extended is in between some Fever remixes there. Okay, so and this one's Fever. They used the photo. The photo of her is from the Bad Girl music video. The song is Fever, though. If anyone that watches my channel knows, Bad Girl is my favorite song and music video from Erotica. Bye Bye Baby. Great remixes here. Made in Germany. Rain. This is Australian. And the American USA version, a compact disc maxi single. And then this one is Australian. As I said with the other one, they copied the, you know, the print and everything. The songs are probably even the same as what was on the Japanese version. And this one also has the extended version of Bad Girl on it, and also has the Up and Down Suite, which was later released as a full song on Just a Row, which was called Goodbye to Innocence. Okay, so that's everything from the Erotica era that I have. That's deeper and deeper there, and the Erotica, there it is. So everything from the Erotica era. The Immaculate Collection. And the guide for collecting LPs, CDs, and cassette singles from her first greatest hits collection. Okay, so this one right here was a gift from one of my viewers. And he left a little note for me saying made in Germany, metallic gold banner. That's, you know, this here. And if it shines in the light, you can see it's kind of a, has that metallic sheen to it. And I've never opened it. It's sealed in plastic. No need to when I have so many different copies of it. Here's another one that has that, I think that's kind of like that one right there, the gold banner. This had the Q sound on it, so it sounded really crisp and really clear. And then these ones didn't have the metallic banner, as you can tell. Totally different looking from this one to the top of that one. So you can see the difference between the two. Another one the same as that one. I think this one's a Columbia House, where it says BMG on there, so that was another one that was like Columbia House. That was a catalog in the 90s that you could get these CDs really cheap for, like 1 cent for each CD, but then you had to really pay a lot at the end for, you know, they made you buy other ones at full price. That sucked. Okay, and then this is the Holiday Collection, which was gifted to me by a viewer, a subscriber. So that is everything that is from Immaculate Collection. That is the full album greatest hits collection right here, and I'll get on to the singles from this, which is Justify My Love. The William Orbit remixes on here. And the Express Yourself 1990s Shep's Bresson Himself remix. So, I think that's Shep Pettibone. So that's one of his remixes. Okay, and here's another copy of it that's in a better condition. Okay, and then here is Rescue Me. This is a great song too. I really like the new tracks that was at the end of the Immaculate Collection. This was a precursor of things to come for the Erotica era. You know, the spoken parts where she speaks in the songs instead of singing, you know, is quite different. Okay, now we'll move on to the next one. The music inspired by the film Dick Tracy that Madonna starred in as Breathless Mahoney. The flip side of this Immaculate Collection guide is also, it has everything you want to collect from I'm Breathless. Okay, so you see that really good there from I'm Breathless. And here is the full-length album. I actually like this music. I like it a lot. Still to this day, enjoy listening to I'm Breathless. It's probably not on the top of a lot of Madonna fans' list, but I like period music, so I like this. 1930s. I had Warren Beatty singing on it too. And Now I'm Following You Part 1, and then Part 2 was like a remix, modern version of like the old songs on here. Of Now I'm Following You, the first song. It's the remix version of it, modern day. So it's Now I'm Following You Part 2. And it has Vogue on it. So here's the Vogue US compact disc maxi single. Okay, and then here's an import. Has Keep It Together on it. And then the US maxi single of Hanky Panky. I like the remixes. It's cool. The original version of the song's good too. And then the import CD. Okay, so that's everything from I'm Breathless. Now for the album that was kind of like the pinnacle of Madonna's career in the 1980s. Now, I'm not talking about her entire career, just the 1980s. This is when she crossed into the artist category. So this album was her first of her 1980s albums to be more personal and mature. So this catalog here ties in with Like a Prayer, everything you want to collect from the era, LPs, CDs, and cassette singles. Listing of all the singles released. There was a ton of singles released from Like a Prayer. Okay, so starting off, this is my Japanese cassette tape. When I bought it, whoever owned this prior, this sticker was inside of the cassette tape, and you could take it off and use it or whatever. So they just stuck it on the front of the cassette tape because I guess they like this image better than this image here. So this is the Japanese cassette tape. I'll open it up so you can get a look inside. And there you can see where it says Made in Japan right here where my finger is. Right there. Okay, so I guess I'll get it open and I'll take a look. It would be really great if I could get that sticker with it still on its sheet and not stuck to anything. But yeah, I found this for a good price at the time. But anyways, I'll open it up so we can get a look inside. The cassette tape. Looks like they didn't have any extra songs on the CD. It ends with Act of Contrition like it does on all the other versions. And then this folds out. There's a picture of Madonna that's right here, and the rest is the lyrics and credits in Japanese. Oh, I need to turn it this way, actually. Very Catholic, this here, because she was talking about her Catholic roots in here as well. That was part of it, of this album. So, deeply personal album for her at the time. I think to this date, I think it's the most personal album she's released. We'll move on to the CDs now. Okay, so moving on to the full-length album on CD. Now, she has released later albums that are very personal as well, but this is just my personal opinion. I'm thinking that this is one of her most personal ones to date, though she has put parts of herself into her future albums as well. So this one right here is another one from Brazil. And you can see it again by me pointing it out right here. BR at the end of these .com things. Because you can see that this was released newer because there weren't websites in 1989. So you can see Warner Brothers BR for Brazil. So, yeah. This is a Brazilian release. So, yeah, that's the end of the 3 CDs that I got from my subscriber in Brazil. So, it was Like a Prayer, GHV2, and Ray of Light. So, those are my 3 Brazilian Madonna CDs. Okay. Alright, so here is this one. I know I got one that was from Germany. I can't remember if it's this one. This one says USA on it. But I know there's a German one here that I got that had the picture of her in color. I'll see if it's... No, this is the one from Germany. Yep, because that's the AIDS pamphlet, leaflet, whatever you want to call it. And this is in color where all the other ones are in black and white of her in the center here. So this is the one that is from Germany. And I found this at a local Books A Million a few years ago. CD. Put it back in here where it's facing this direction. I really love her name in a powder blue with the blue crown. Okay, this one. And if I take this out, you'll see that well, that one's in color too. With the pamphlet here in the United States was blue. So I guess the original first pressings had the color photo of her in it. Now, this one, I don't know if this is the one that had patchouli. I can't smell. I may have lost the patchouli smell. This could have been it. Okay, and here's another version. You can see this has gold on it. I think most of these do have the gold. Yeah, it's around Madonna where it's gold. So all of those have that. That's nothing different. Let's see if this one has the black and white. Yep, there it is, black and white. Okay. Another one. So you can see I have multiples of this. Take it out and see. Yeah, another black and white. I believe one of these copies were my mom's. So yeah, I got multiple copies of Like a Prayer. And then this is from Madonna's Empire on Facebook. Like a Prayer Gold Edition. Yeah, this has Till Death Do Us Part Extended, Promise to Try Extended, Cherish Extended, and Supernatural Unreleased. And then it has some remixes. Okay, moving into the Martigen releases, which are these two. This one is a 25th anniversary party edition. And I love the remixes on this one. And then this one is Like a Prayer remixed. And there's Martigen label name there. I don't know if I didn't point it out on that one. There it is. And that's what the disc looks like in this one. The other one's I have in plastic, so it's the image of her sitting with her hands between her knees, where she's in the cemetery. So, okay, that's all the full-length albums here on cassette and CD, and plus the remixed Like a Prayer albums here. We'll move on to remix CDs and stuff from this era next. Continuing on with the remix CDs, this is the Remixed Prayers mini album. The drawing here was made by her brother, Christopher Ciccone. So this one is Japanese. I used to have this on cassette tape. I remember I got it used at a local mom and pop record store called the Book Barn, because they also sold books and comics and other stuff. But I found the cassette tape there for this years ago. I lost it a really long time ago when I was in my teens. So that's why I don't own it today. And I never wanted to track it down because I don't have a cassette player anymore. Okay, and this is Keep It Together. So this is the only U.S. maxi single I have from Like a Prayer album. Let's Keep It Together. So, the remix prayers. Okay, and this stuff right here, this was printed for me by somebody in France. And this is a CD copy of the vinyl promo of Like a Prayer. So that's why the cover looks just like the vinyl promo. So this is the 5-inch compact disc maxi single. And there are the remixes. And down at the very bottom, you can see Sire logo right here from Sire Records. Yeah, I always loved this picture of her, the praying hands. And then there it is. Looks just like the label for off of a Sire Records 12-inch vinyl. except in a CD form. And you can see Pro for promo right there. I don't think it has any other artwork in it. This is black on the back here with the track listing. I've kept this in really good condition because I wanted this on CD so I could put it on my phone. There's another one of these that came from France. It's behind all these official releases. So this one's Express Yourself. Okay. Cherish with Supernatural, previously unreleased. This is not the remixed version of, which was the original Arms House mix that was on Red Hot and Dance. That's not it. This is the original version of Supernatural, which sounds different. Okay, and these are the two that I got from France. This was off of like a mini 3-inch disc of Oh Father. They may have printed it as a bigger CD, I don't really know. It has Pray for Spanish Eyes on there. And there is the back of it. Showing that, yeah, that's Japanese. I think this was off of a 3-inch CD, and they just repressed all the internal parts of it and made it like a 5-inch CD. They did a really good job at doing this too. So this is everything from my Like a Prayer era. The You Can Dance remixed album, the first of its kind. So here is everything you'd want to collect and a guide for LPs, CDs, and cassette singles for You Can Dance. This is a flip side, which I'll share the other side when I get to that. Okay, so full length, not cassette, full length, excuse me. I can't speak English. Anyways, this is the full-length remixes, continuous non-stop mixes. Contains 3 special dub versions, available only on CD. I didn't have CDs in the 1980s. Looks like this is BMG, so this is a catalog CD. They did their own in-house, where they had the masters and they put them on CD and cassette, so they would sometimes sound differently a little bit in the sound audio than the official releases. So, okay, let's open it up. Next one, I remember getting this because I'd seen it in this guide and I was looking for it. Los Discos de tu Vida. I think this is Spanish. From Spain, I believe. If I can remember correctly. So, I wanted it because of that. Okay, and this one is a Martigen release, Platinum Edition, You Can Dance. Let's see, disc 1 is all the extended remixes, and disc 2 is all of the single edits plus dub versions. So yeah, single edits and dub versions. That's what the discs look like. Now, I think all like the single edits that are on this was from the 12-inch single edits, and this has been put to CD, so that's what makes this collectible. So there we go. You Can Dance. Still one of my favorite remix albums that Madonna's put out, which she just recently put out Veronica Electronica, which was a remix album for Ray of Light. Okay, we'll move on to the next era. Okay, you remember I said I had a flip side of this guide? There you go. That's the flip side. Everything you'd want to collect from Who's That Girl on LP, CD, and cassette singles. And this is the only thing I have on CD. This right here. And Madonna had 4 tracks on this, which is Who's That Girl, Causing a Commotion, The Look of Love, and Can't Stop. Screwball comedy film. Still one of my favorite Madonna movies. Great comedy. She was great in it. She was funny. With that New Yorker accent. Mixed with Betty Boop. Classic. The True Blue era. The guide for everything you want to collect from this era. Lots of single releases. True Blue. This is when Madonna was starting to head more in, still kind of a juvenile record, but not completely. Live to Tell was really a mature, beautiful, haunting song, which I still love to this day. Papa Don't Preach. Open Your Heart. True Blue, La Isla Bonita. A lot of good tracks on here. So, okay, full-length album is what we're taking a look first on CD. And as you can see, I have different versions. One with her name and the title on it, and the next one doesn't have that. And then the remasters also looks the same as this one, without the name and title. And it's in cursive on the back. And it has 2 bonus tracks. These 2 remixes. True Blue, the color mix. La Isla Bonita, extended mix. Okay, and then here is the party edition of True Blue. So 30th anniversary party edition. And I'm sorry you can't really make out the track listing on here. So yeah, I can't. It just blurs up every time, so that's what it looks like. Like the insert poster for the vinyl. Okay, so that's the party edition. And then this is the singles, the single and the remixes that I got. So this one's La Isla Bonita. 2 songs on it. And this is the Japanese remixes. Just like the 12-inch vinyl. Okay, so this is everything from the True Blue era. Everything on CD. Before I move on to the next era, I wanted to include these in the True Blue and the Who's That Girl eras. So that's just my True Blue one. The Who's That Girl was on the other guide. But yeah, this is the Who's That Girl Live from Tokyo 1987 CD. This is not official. Okay. And True Blue Gold Edition, which is also from Madonna's Empire on Facebook. The Like a Virgin era. The guide for collecting. Okay, so my CDs. So you can see these two look different. This one's silver and metallic. And this one is white with, yeah. So that's that one. This looks like, I think someone must have sent this one to me. I don't know if I bought it. Made in Germany. Okay, and so this one must be from the US. Columbia House. So this is a Columbia House version, which is also another one of those catalogs. So yeah, a German and a Columbia House version. Okay. And then the Party Edition by Martigan. 30th Anniversary Party Edition. Some good remixes on here. And Like a Virgin import CD. And the Japanese Material Girl, Angel, and Into the Groove remix CD. I got this from the Madonna Fan Club, OMFC, back in the 1990s. It was around 92, 93 era that I got this. And I used to have the OBI strip, but I lost it years and years and years and years ago, back when I got it. So this is everything I got from the Like a Virgin era on CD. For the debut album, we have reached the end finally. So this is the guide to completing your collection of the first album. Okay, now how to move on to the album right here, the first album. You know, one of these has like a different remix of Burning Up. It's like a new wave mix. It's on one of these ones titled The First Album. This is another one called The Original Masters. The case is a little beat up and icky. Looks like the back slip is a little messed up too. I think someone sent this one to me. Okay, and then this is the version that's familiar to me because I had it on cassette when I was a kid. This is the one I'd seen, the black and white, where there's the color. And she has the chain in her mouth there, but I think in the vinyl she had the chain up around her neck or something. But yeah, I don't remember if this is a... No, this is an official one, not from a catalog. Okay. So there it is. And the track listing of Burning Up, if you can see, 3 minutes and 41 seconds. On this one, it is 4 minutes and 48 seconds. So this is the one that has like the new wave like remix, or this is the one that had the rock and roll guitar. Okay, and then this is the also like a digital remaster. That's what the insert of the 12-inch vinyl looked like. She had the chain up around her neck like that. Yeah, listening to her back in these days, I think this look is iconic, where some people think it's generic. I stared at this cover, listening to her music, so to me, it's really engraved in my mind, and you know, when you're a child, everything's impressionable, so this image is iconic to me, where it may not be to someone else. Okay. I think someone was saying on my video for Finally Enough Love from this album session, they thought that was generic looking. Let's see. I'm gonna grab it. So this is from this era. So I like it because this look is iconic to me. Where someone else says it's generic and they didn't like it. This was made, created by Aldo Diaz, I think. But it's reminiscent of the first album, because this is from the sessions of the first album. So iconic to me, iconic. I like it. Okay, so we looked at that one already. Okay, this is the party edition. So 30th anniversary party edition of the first album with those iconic poses from that session. Great remixes on here. I love it. Love all the pictures. And I like that, like film strip style going across here, like film negatives. It's really cool. I love this. Great remixes on it, like a Virgin one. I love all the party editions. So there's that, and then there is the only single I have on CD from the first album, Lucky Star. Okay, so this is everything I have on the first album, and there's a few other things I'm going to share, and that'll be the end of this video. I remember this being advertised on our radio station, and I remember begging Mom to help me find this, because Stephen Bray released this unofficially, unauthorized. But Stephen Bray put this out, and I was so excited about it. at the time, 1980, 81, pre-Madonna. So this was Stephen Bray's release. And this is the same thing as this, but this was released by Stephen. This was like a knockoff of this called Beginnings, the Stephen Bray Sessions. I wanted his original release right here, so that's, you know, I had it originally to begin with. I can't remember how my mom got this for me at the time, because I don't know if it went into the record stores or not. I don't remember. So anyways, yeah, this is the knockoff of Pre-Madonna. That's the inside of it. This was his official release. So there's those two. And then I bought this in the 90s. Emmy and the Emmys. First Time Out of Manhattan. Featuring Madonna. This is live recordings. Bonus track, Madonna's first studio demo, Drowning. But this is recorded live in New York. So this is with her band Emmy and the Emmys. So this is the end of my Madonna CD collection. This is the last time I'm filming this. I'm not going to be redoing any of these videos, so just keep going back and watching this video over and over again when you want to see my CD collection, because I'm not going to repeat anything I've done before. This was a lot of work, and I'm ready to stop. I had so much. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the comments. See ya. Here's a little bonus clip of some unofficial Madonna things with, I think, a couple official at the bottom. This was made for me by the admin of Madonna's Empire when my mom passed away. So it's Madonna, There's a Hole in My Heart, and Loving Memory of Anna Gregory, my mother. And so he made this especially for me. Down at the bottom it says, I dedicate this album to Anna Gregory. May she find peace in heaven. This is a fan-made album. Special thanks to the remixers who made these songs and so forth on there. He made it in 2016. And when I open it up, there's a photo of me and my mother together. The last concert she's seen with me, Tulsa, Oklahoma. This picture was from Tulsa World, their newspaper, which was online at the time. And then the CDs here. He made that for me. 1953 to 2016. I think he put what I wrote about my mom in here. I wrote this on one of my social media accounts, so I guess I'll read it. To my mother, who was always there for me. You always looked out for me, no matter how old I was. Even so, most recently, you loved all your kids and grandchildren. We shared many things in common, from movies, music and video games and politics. We were Madonna fans together. If I see her in future concerts, I know you will be there. You will be with me, cheering right along. Mom, you loved watching me play video games and watching movies and TV shows, and yes, Madonna, together. And you was very supportive of my Madonna channel on YouTube. I am proud that I am your daughter. I will miss shopping with you, going out to eat together and getting ice cream, and driving around blasting Madonna and singing together. Most of all, I will miss your love and support. The light of my life is now gone forever. May you be with your loved ones in heaven, with the angels. I am jealous of them because they have you now. But I know you will make the heavens much brighter. I love you, Mom. So that is what I wrote for my mother, and he put it in here for me. This was very special, and it still is very special to me. So that is that very special, specific CD made for me. Madonna, There's a Hole in My Heart, and loving memory to Anna Gregory. Next is the Marco Sartori remixes by, I think it's the Remixers United did this. And like I said, Marco makes beautiful remixes, amazing remixes. And then there was the Borderline Satori Tonight Show remix when she was on Jimmy Fallon. Okay, and this is remixes of Madonna 80s versus the Millennium remixes. The mashups, Volume 1, which I really like. And this is the mashups, Volume 2. I've shared some of these before when I was in the basement, but here's the two Body of Evidence soundtracks. This is the one I've had since January 15th or 16th of 1993. I just took out the black tray and put in a blue one at the time, because I wanted it to match this, because I used to listen to this, so I listen to it all the time. And then Justin found me this one in Wichita, Kansas. And to me, this was rare to find, like in stores. I don't know if, I never tried looking for this online, so I don't know how rare it is there. Oh, and then these two here, which were made from, they were made at the Pop Culture store. And I just lost the other one down there. But yeah, I shared these already in my basement video where I go down in the basement. So these have been shared, but I'll pop this one open. See if I can get to the discs. Seem to be stuck in there pretty good for some reason. There we go. There they are. And this has artwork in it. This was from a Vanity Fair issue. I remember around Evita, close around that time. This is a poem she said, and I'm going to tell you a secret. There was no other CD. This just was right here. This only had 4 discs in it. Now I can't get it to close. Oh well, yeah. Let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It says 5. 5 discs, but I only count 4. And I never seen one back here when I got this. I only seen 4 discs. Not unless there's one underneath something. I don't feel it anywhere. There's the very back of it. Oh, this says disc 5 right there. Disc 5. So there's the very back. So that's disc 4. 3. And 2. So where's disc 1? That's really strange. I don't have disc 1. I don't know. That was disc 1. That right there from the 80s. So I don't know where it went. That's really odd. So I must have lost it somewhere. But anyways, that's that one, and I'll have to grab the other one so we can take a look at it. So this one is Madonna, The Revelations, the Remix Anthology Volume 1. Pop Culture Collection. He also did one on Kylie that I have. So this one does have only 4 discs, where the other one had 5. So there are the 4 discs. I think there's some artwork back here. That right there. So yep, and then I'll put the CDs back. So this one's complete, so I just have no clue what happened to that one. I swore I thought it was only like 4 discs on the other, but I guess not. Oh, and this has a little booklet. Sucks using one hand. And the green screen from her, I believe this was from her reinvention tour. This one with the green screen. This one was from the 90s. They used that for, oh, I remember it was like, I don't know if it was in a magazine, like interview or something. Then this is from the Rebel Heart era. And that's where it ends. Alright, well, that's some of my bonus material video here to share with you, though you've seen these already in the basement video, so just you get to look inside of it. Alright, that's it, guys. See ya.